Hello, everybody. It's Jack from Cultaholic, back once again with another wonderful episode of 9 Pitches, joined by Andrew Hodkinson, joined by Ross Tweddell. Congratulations, Ross Tweddell.
Thanks.
Congratulations, Ross.
That's enough talk. That's enough. No one wants to hear that. Let's do the pitches.
Let's talk about the wrestling. That's what we're here for.
The most important thing in life.
Crown Jewel. The Crown Jewel, the most important thing in life. It's a beautiful city of Riyadh. It's a beautiful belt. I'm sick of seeing that belt.
Ugly belt.
I'm
minging.
sick of seeing that belt case.
It looks
Start
like
of every episode. Oh, let's just check the belt.
It looks like a quality street.
It looks like a quality street.
You know when they get like the fancy, when they've got like the coloured wrappers and all that kind of stuff. I don't know why, but the green reminds me of a quality street.
Like the triangle.
Yeah.
The green triangle.
What do you think?
Sounds like you got an issue with food there, Andrew.
Maybe.
I realise the irony of me saying that. I think it's an ugly belt. But I do think they've stacked the card up in this last week or so. It's become the WrestleMania of the autumn.
7 matches.
7 matches.
I can't believe there's so many matches.
I can't after Bad Blood.
Right.
Well, because they spaffed their load straight away with the Hell in a Cell, and then everything that came after was just felt like a weekly show, didn't it? So I think they're trying to rectify that now.
Yeah.
We've got the 2 big matches for the 2 big, well, not for the 2 big belts, but for the 2 other belts. We've got Kevin Owens versus Randy Orton now out of the card. We've got Roman Reigns and the Usos taking on the Bloodline. It's all kicking off, and we're here to improve it even more with 9 wonderful pitches. How did you find the writing process this time?
Fantastic.
Yeah?
Fantastic.
I found this one hard, like.
No, this was the easiest one we've done in a while.
Really?
So many possibilities.
So many.
All the possibilities.
Okay.
Sorry. Every video. Every video.
If you haven't seen one of these videos before, we go around in a circle, Ross, then Andrew, then myself, 3 times, and we're left with 9 wonderful pitches by the end. But remember that most golden of rules. It's not what we think's going to happen.
It's what we want to happen.
Joel didn't join in this time.
Very interesting. Bored are you, Joel, already?
Sorry about
What a little bitch.
Secrets are the truth. They
Do
are
it
the
now.
truth.
that. Andrew.
Now. Now, Joel, now.
It's what we want.
Yeah.
Is this a new you, is it?
I just
Go on, a
No,
day.
because he usually just
Say
gets,
no.
He usually gets himself into it. It
Say-
sets the tone for the video.
I'll read out what I've got here, and you've just got to say, I bloody hate it,
I
Ross.
bloody hate
I hope
it.
you die of fire. Go on, say something like that,
I don't wanna
Andrew.
say that.
I believe in you.
Nah.
SmackDown on Friday, we get a scene where Kevin Owens actually shows up to the arena unannounced. He looks like he hasn't slept in a week. He looks feral. In this SmackDown scene, Owens walks up to Triple H at the gorilla position. Owens collars the game, hoists his carcass up against the wall, and says, "Unsanctioned, or fight Owens fight." Unsanctioned, or fight Owens fight becomes kill Owens kill.
Whoa.
Triple H, pooping his pants and breathing heavily, says, "You're on." We learn in the early parts of Saturday's show that the main event is now Owens versus Orton with the unsanctioned stipulation placed onto it, which means the WWE aren't responsible for anything that could happen to either man, but especially Randy Orton. Owens emerges to his old Ring of Honor theme, unsettling differences by Blue Smock Nancy. Didn't realize it was called Blue Smock
Blue
Nancy.
Smock Nancy.
Yeah, that's who makes the song apparently.
Oh.
Any more songs by them?
No.
Joel, they sound like something you go and see on stage.
No, never heard of that.
Fair enough, that's who does it though. And he's wearing a Kill Owens Kill shirt because he's now serious. He still looks feral though. Orton, no bollocks for his entrance. He doesn't give a toss about being happy Randy Orton, giving the high five to the fans and going, "Ooh, I weigh 290 pounds now. I'm a big boy." Doesn't care about that. He's miserable again and he wants to lay the smack down. So both men, they get to work. It's suitably brutal with all kinds of weapons. Both men are bleeding. It's what we come to expect from this kind of match based off what we've seen since Bad Blood. It's also a pretty back and forth affair until we get to the spot of the match, and that is Kevin Owens throwing it back to NXT 2014/15 kind of times with an apron power bomb to Randy Orton, a man who has steel rods in his back. So this move will hurt a little bit more than it would do if it was done to your average bear. And it's not just one apron powerbomb from Owens, it's bloody loads of them. Because physics, right? Orton's so long that when he takes the apron powerbomb, his feet are going to land on the floor, aren't they? They're going to touch the floor the way...
Yeah.
He's so long. So
Long
the fact
body.
he stood up, Owens is just going to keep doing it. Like
Oh, okay.
Oh, I get
right,
what you
yeah,
mean.
yeah,
You'll
yeah.
think you're watching a GIF, he's doing it that many times. He does it so many times, it's uncomfortable. After he's done that, we see shades of NXT booking of recent times as Owens hog ties Randy's legs together and his arms around the bottom rope with his back facing away from the ring. It's a bit saucy, Andrew, would you agree?
One of them.
Oh, Jesus
one of them.
Christ.
It's a lick of the hand.
There's nowhere for Randy to go, and the final spot of the match sees Owens gets a shoot sledgehammer, a weapon closely affiliated with someone who has been pretty central to this story. And it's a proper swing this time. None of this, ooh, let's put my fist over the end and hit them like that, like Triple H does. He swings like he's playing croquet, and sledgehammer straight to the spine, and Randy Orton is now deceased. This new dangerous Kevin Owens, who has been built up pretty well by Triple H over the last week or two in promos, is actually now a sicko in physical form in the WWE. The referee calls the match off, even though it's unsanctioned, because you can see Randy Orton's knackered. Owens gets the big push. Go on, say you hate it. Go on.
I bloody love it.
Yay!
I do-
It's
I
the
like
old
it a
bait
lot.
and
Simon Cowell over here.
I don't like it. I love it.
I loved it.
Yes, Queen.
You've got
Play.
4 yeses.
It sounds like Wheeler Yuta. Do you watch his promo with Nigel McGuinness? He's like, oh my God, we had no chance to do it. It's for the great good, man.
Oh, wow.
Oh, yeah.
Yes, Queen.
Yeah, Nigel. Just the wrong voice for that stable. Anyway.
It's very, very good. And I think it's the direction that I like to see Kevin Owens continue on with this whole heel turn. Like, and there's nothing better than when Kevin Owens is just like a menacing, dastardly heel as well. So it's a big yes from me. I like the unsanctioned thing. Maybe that'll pop up again. In this video at some point. Sorry, I elbowed you then. But yeah, no, I like it a lot. I think it's very, very good.
Ross, I hated it, and I hope you die in a fire. That's what. No,
It's what we want to happen.
No, I really liked it as well. I'm devastated because the part right at the start of yours, where he's grabbing Triple H and has a bit of a confrontation, that's kind of a big bit towards the end of mine. But that's all right. That's fine.
a tough call to make, though, because
Oh.
Triple H hates being on TV.
He
as
does.
we all know.
He does.
Yeah, even though he came out with his full entrance music and everything on SmackDown. But
He
there
said, I don't want to be out here doing this, Randy, in the promo, which I thought was
Did you see-
fantastic.
It was the video. There was like a video, someone filming him backstage listening to what Randy Orton was saying, and it was like, and he was just like, "Oh man, I don't want to go out." And then his music hits, and just because his music hits, he's like, "Well, I suppose I better go then."
You gotta give the people what they want. Even though there's a bit of mine that's very similar, there are more bits to mine, and on the whole, I really liked your pitch. It's a yes from me as well.
God for that.
Come on.
Mine's
Bold text. Never seen this before.
Hang on.
bold.
You've got
text.
2 words bold.
Oh.
Where?
Right there.
He's crossed
No,
them out.
I
he
crossed them out. I
Sorry, I'm not
crossed
gonna
them
be
out.
just listen. There's 2 words beginning
Too
with
many
G there.
words. I was thinking, God, this pitch is too long. Let's cut out.
Oh, yeah, it's a massive.
Let's
He's cut out 2
2
words. Time out there, Rob.
Let's cut out 2 words.
I thought we were going to really analyze Andrew's editing skills.
No, it's good, it's good. So you go on the fly, you know what I mean? Right, I'm going to Kevin Owens and Randy Orton first as well. Right out of the gate, before his entrance music even cuts, Owens headbutts Orton as soon as he gets into the
Yeah.
ring, and the two just absolutely batter one another. However, the more offense Owens brings, the more frustration we see building on Orton's face. Not only that, but his demeanor and the way he carries himself starts to change as well. He shifts from the Orton we've recently come to recognize and starts tapping in to the more calculated, menacing Orton that
no.
terrorized the roster.
He's going to that dark place.
In 2009, he hears the voices in his head, everybody. He even starts applying his own dirty tactics. For example, Owens tries to get back in the ring after Orton backdrops him on the announce table, and as Randy makes a beeline for Kevin, the ref steps between them, only for Randy to brush the official off to the side, obscuring their peripheral vision and allowing the Viper to kick the middle rope and have it twang on the wang of Kevin Owens.
fantastic.
Very good, that. Orton capitalizes and hits the draping DDT, but to no avail. More and more, we witness the tonal shift of Orton. He even starts getting a bit more confrontational with the ref and a little lackadaisical about trying to hide certain questionable moves. But in turn, this only fires Kevin up more too, who starts to target that back that Triple H was bringing up quite a bit on Friday's SmackDown. Yeah,
Steel rods, Andrew. Steel
Steel
rods.
rods. Surely that'd make his back stronger. Steel? Yep.
I think it's more a comment on the state of his back in general.
I think-
isn't it?
yeah.
Sorry, I didn't mean
No,
to
it's okay.
poop on your
It's
party
all right,
there.
it's
But,
okay. He makes a comeback, he hits a pop-up powerbomb, but only gets a 2. He quickly picks Orton up for another, throws him against the ropes, hoists Randy up, only for the Viper to counter it into an RKO, baby. 1-2. No, not this time, no.
This is awesome.
Clap, 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 clap. Randy can't believe it. He's in pain from the damage Kevin has done to his back and bubbling with anger over the attacks he's been on the other end of over the last few weeks. weeks. Orton snaps and picks Kevin up for a litany of draping DDTs. He drops to the mat. He starts pounding it with his fists as he does. He hits another RKO, but he doesn't go for the pin. Instead, he picks Kevin's lifeless body up and looks to hit one more for good measure, but Owen's body just crumbles into a heap on the canvas. And Orton looks on at the lifeless body of Kevin before backing himself up into the corner, getting ready to hit his former friend and partner with a punt kick, everybody.
What just happened outside?
Sam sneezed, I believe.
Oh,
Yes,
right.
it was very loud.
Sounded like someone had been assassinated.
It did.
Sorry about that, Andy.
But out comes WWE Champion Cody Rhodes. He tries to snap Orton out of this. Granted, what Kevin has been doing to them over the past month or so has been inexcusable, but not this. Orton has this match won already. Cody thought this part of Orton was buried in the past. He doesn't need to go this far. Randy, we see he's conflicted. He looks back and forth between Kevin and Cody until he gives in. He rolls out of the ring to ask Cody what he's doing. I'm going to get rid of our problem, pal. What you doing? They could have been rid of this issue. This allows, though, enough time for Kevin to recuperate. And it hits a somersault plancher over the top rope, crashing down on his former friends below. He grabs Cody. Powerbomb over the barricade into the crowd through some chairs and stuff. My goodness. Before he turns his attention back to Orton and he hits lots and lots of apron power bombs as well. Oh my God. He rolls Orton back into the ring and we see a stirring Cody. He's sort of bringing himself up because he's over the barricade, so he's trying to hoist himself up on the barricade to get a bit stable, and he realizes what's about to happen is he notices Kevin positioned in the corner of the ring, and he screams to Cody, is like, "This is all on you!" And he launches full pelt with a punt kick of his own to the skull of Randy Orton for the 1-2-3. But Kevin doesn't stop there, though. He picks Orton up off the canvas and into position for a forbidden package pile driver.
Forbidden?
Yeah, because
Is
we
it
can't
banned?
do him anymore,
Oh,
can he?
right,
He's
oh,
not
fair
allowed. We're
enough,
not
fair
seen
He
him
used to
do
go
one.
for it, didn't he, then? Turn it like a side.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah,
Flat bump.
but this is a proper one. But Cody, Nick Aldis, and Triple H, and Medical, they all rush to the aid of Orton before he can hit the move as Owens escapes through the crowd. That's it.
What a horrible man.
What a horrible man.
It's a yes
He's
from
gonna
me as
hit
well.
it one day, I'm telling you.
It's a yes from me as well.
Thank you.
Similar reasons to Ross's one. I like the brutality of Kevin Owens. I like how you've portrayed him as a bit unhinged and a loose cannon, because in the current WWE landscape, although Triple H has improved a lot of things, it all feels quite clean and planned and sanitized. And I think Kevin Owens is the right sort of twist on that, and he brings the antithesis of all that. So it's a yes from me.
Are you the brother that Cody Rhodes alluded to in his promo on Raw this week? Have you seen my brother? He's so dramatic, he said.
He's a messy
Because that's
king.
Maybe that
very,
is-
very dramatic.
could
Not the
be.
messy king. Because Matthew shone new light on the term messy
Oh,
king.
the
this
messy
week.
king
Yeah.
thing.
Oh, no.
I've heard about this.
I don't know if Joel wants to. No, don't bother, Joel.
No, it's
It
not.
means
Messy
something
king.
a bit dirty.
Oh, we'll talk about it on the podcast.
no
What,
doubt.
what could that mean?
I don't know.
He's just a messy king.
That's a very melodramatic pitch. I
It
enjoy
is.
the drama.
Thank you.
Cinematic, some might say.
Oh, wow. Thank
Moving
you.
parts. Initially, I was like, Cody out there when he's facing Gunther on the same evening.
It's his friends.
I know.
He
And,
doesn't want to,
that's the most important thing.
That's his downfall, is that boy.
Not the materialistic championships in this game. It's about the friendships made along the way.
Exactly.
Well done, Andrew.
Thank you.
Mine is also about Kevin Owens versus Randy Orton, but it's part one of it. My second pitch. It bleeds into my second pitch as well. so. Kevin Owens is brought to the ring surrounded by helmeted security because he's been a very naughty boy and Triple H doesn't trust him. They leave him at the bottom of the ramp and turn to go, but one security man stays behind. Okay, no, it's Randy Orton, come on! He throws Owens in the ring and goes to continue the attack, but Owens hits a desperation low blow, and now both men are down. The referee lets them both recover for a bit, and then calls for the bell. The match is underway. It progresses as you'd expect for a while, with Randy trying to slow things down and hit his big moves, but Owens pushing the pace because he's really angry and also really indie as well, compared to Randall.
Nice.
There are probably moments where either man could go for a pinfall attempt, but neither of them do so, even after hitting big moves, because they'd rather continue to just dish out the punishment. There's so much hatred. Finally, the fight spills to the floor, where Randy suplexes Owens onto the announce table and prepares to RKO him on top of it, but Owens has the ring bell and busts Randy wide open in the head. I know that's unlikely, but it's what I want to happen. Owens loses via DQ, but he doesn't care, shoving the ref into the ring post and continuing the attack on Randy, choking him with cables, hitting him with a camera, all that sort of stuff. I've put, it's real bad. And security rush out to finally drag Owens away. Cody Rhodes' music hits, and he runs out in his gear because his match is next. He tries to get at Owens, but security are already there. They stop Cody and encourage him to just get in the ring and just wait for his match. Camera follows Owens as he's taken through Gorilla by security, where he spits at Triple H. Oh,
Oh,
my.
no.
You dirty boy.
Next week on Raw, it's revealed that Kevin Owens is suspended indefinitely from WWE. So it's therefore quite a surprise when he shows up at the NXT show in the ECW arena, jumping out of the crowd and causing a commotion. Then one week he shows up at TNA. He just sat in the crowd enjoying the show in very hilariously cocky Kevin Owens fashion. Maybe he's got some popcorn or whatever.
Oh, yeah.
He's being a rebel. Maybe he shows up at the Maple Leaf Pro event, whenever that is. I don't know. Wrestling this time and defeating some AEW guy, but maybe one who doesn't like AEW, so would have this match. Let's say Ricky Starks is the
That's
perfect,
literally
the perfect
came into
example.
my mind.
Owens wins, but makes a big point of shaking Ricky Starks' hand and everything, and just not being a very good company man. All the while, WWE are ignoring these antics and saying nothing about Owens, and that leads us to the Royal Rumble, where surely he will make his return. But that's another story for another time.
Oh, yes.
I know I've done that thing that one commenter hated and got under my skin when he said, "Why didn't I just book on the show itself?"
You did book on the show.
I did.
Let's just analyse that part. I liked it.
Oh, thank
Cody
you.
gets involved. Things happen. Brutality ensues.
I like the way that you've gone with it in terms of the suspension, because I feel like that's where it should also go at the same time.
I sort of stole it from when he was in Ring of Honor as Kevin Steen.
Yeah.
They did a storyline where he got suspended, and on the archives throughout the whole website of old Ring of Honor results, his name just got turned into like XXXX. Like,
Oh,
they
wow, that's
really
cool.
went like over the top with it.
I like it.
But it never really led to. I don't think it really got paid off. as
I like
well.
the idea of him turning up in all the different.
I don't know. Maple Leaf might have been a stretch too far, but definitely TNA.
But TNA
yeah,
for sure.
yeah.
So good. Yeah, I like it. It's very good.
What a great start to this video.
Great
Let's now get away from Randy Orton versus Kevin Owens, because we've all. I see that's the match we're all most excited for.
Oh, yeah.
Well, there's another one that I'm excited for as well.
Is it the Bloodline one?
No.
Oh,
There's 4 women tag teams. In
Yeah,
there.
it
That's
is.
the one. No, it's not. That sounded really weird. I don't know why. It's not that one.
Is it Cody
I'm sure
and-
it'll be good. No.
well, we'll wait and see.
We'll wait and see,
Okay,
we'll wait
right.
and see.
What is it then? There's none
think-
left, is there?
What do you mean there's
I
none left?
so
There's 7 matches.
Before, when I was in the office, I heard someone, I think Joel or Owen, say, "Isn't one of yours a sneaky surprise, Andrew?"
Oh, that's not the one that I'm most excited for.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, because it's a sneaky surprise.
Fair
But
enough.
I don't know if it's that good, to be honest. We'll see.
We'll see.
We will see.
Go on, Ross.
Friday's SmackDown sees Nia Jax hand Tiffany Stratton's aeroplane ticket to Candice LeRae because Candice LeRae has stepped up and done things over the last little while and is now more valued as a friend to Nia than Tiffy is at the moment. However, it's dramatic irony. The audience knows that Nia is only doing this to stop Tiffy from being in Saudi Arabia for a potential cash-in. The scene ends with Nia, Candice, and Indy Hartwell walking off with Tiffy giving brat energy with a big sigh and a phone call, a frantic one. "Daddy!" she shouts down the phone as fans of NXT knows what's about to happen here. Her dad is going to get her own private aeroplane chartered over to Saudi Arabia because she is a daddy's girl with access to all of his funds and contacts. Nia has
Liv Morgan's worried right now. She's
Yeah.
like, oh no, another daddy's girl on the road.
not that kind of daddy.
No.
An actual biological father
Yeah.
who's
Oh, dear.
rich and knows all the club owners in America, the sporting clubs, not the nightclubs.
Oh,
Should
what's the sport?
It was in her vignette. She was like in the
when she was
tennis
the tennis
team and
thing.
the,
Okay.
yeah.
David Lloyd's of the United States.
All right.
Nia Jax hasn't got a clue because she doesn't watch the show. She doesn't know that Tiffany Stratton's going to be there. So the match with Nia and Liv is going on, and we get to the bit where Raquel tries to interfere on behalf of Liv. She's shown the door by Candice and Indy, and the three of them brawl to the back, leaving the two combatants in the middle of the ring and the possibility of shenanigans at an absolute minimum. I don't know why I put so many syllables in there. I can't read. All of a sudden, Saudi icon and WWE legend Ibrahim Al-Hajjaj.
Oh, is this the comedian? Yeah, he's mint.
Oh, he's
Love
gonna
him.
be there, isn't he? He's
course
got, he's
he
gotta
is.
be
You
there.
can't
have Crown Jewel
He's
without-
gotta be there.
He
Without
brings the
Ibrahim.
boom.
It was fantastic to see that Jimmy Fallon is actually a human.
Fallon.
Because I really want to talk about this on the podcast a lot. Because out of the three of them, the Rizzler, I love the Rizzler.
Jimmy loved the Rizzler
I'm
so much.
such a fan of the Rizzler. Sorry, Ross. Sorry.
Ibrahim's there though. He's in the ring and he performs his patented people's elbow to both lasses at the same time. Joel,
Wait, what?
What?
he has previous of doing this move.
Look at the intensity on his face.
Look at the
really.
height he's got.
Loves it. Look at his socks.
Anyway, after that, whoa,
He's trying to get closer to the picture.
I leaned in to try and see if they were WWE branded socks, but I don't think they are. Oh my god, I nearly went. Oh my god.
But what's this? All of a sudden, we realise that Ibrahim has Tiffany's briefcase handbag hybrid on his person for some reason and says, yeah, this is wrestling. If the Ula Fowler has told me anything, it's all about possession, and I have this thing now. Let's cash it in for all 3 titles, baby.
No.
This is Saudi Arabia. The ref says, all right then. And it's on. Ibrahim Al-Hajjaj is cashing in the briefcase. He stacks Liv on top of Nia and nails the most beautiful, prettiest moonsault ever you've ever seen
Hang
before
on.
pinning Nia and Liv at the same time. A 1, 2, 3.
Wait.
The Saudi crowd go radio rental and nobody quite knows what to do with themselves. All of a sudden, Ibrahim Al-Hajjaj poses with his newly won titles but rips off his own face.
Yes, I knew it.
Wait!
Yeah. When he said, I was like, he can't hit the prettiest moves. Oh.
Even I thought he had we seen the elbow. I thought he was more than capable of doing that. Like, no way.
He rips off his face to reveal the real life face of Tiffany Stratton, who is your new WWE and World and Crown Jewel Women's Champions at the same time. We're all realising this was just a brilliant disguise from Tiffy, as Nia Jax wouldn't assume that Ibrahim Al-Hajjaj is actually Tiffany Stratton. That's impossible. Tiffy is being a dick about it, holding all the titles up, when all of a sudden Charlotte Flair's music starts playing, and she's in the ring eyeing up some gold. But without a moment to process what's going on, Becky Lynch's music hits.
Oh, Jesus
And
Christ.
she's down the ring, eyeing up all the gold as well, and making the Lasses division serious again because it's all gone to poo without her being there. Anyway, that's besides the point. What is Tiffany going to do now with 2 non-exclusive superstars hunting her down for her gold? What about Nia and Liv? What about Ibrahim Al-Hajjaj? Find out more next week.
Sometimes, you just you watch a film or something and you think, how did they do that? That's the best pitch I've ever heard.
The twist in that was
Yeah.
probably better than any twist I've ever had
Yeah.
in a film before.
Seen Terrifier 3 recently, obviously. Anything's possible with makeup and whatnot.
Well, a dad can pay for contracts like that, right?
It happened in Mission Impossible, and that was in the 90s,
Yeah,
They do that
it's
there.
true.
Oh,
Holy
my God.
moly.
You can take out the Ibrahim appearance if you like.
No,
I
no,
realise
no.
that's a bit too far-fetched for serious wrestling fans.
No, that's the
Yeah. You can still have the Tiffy interference with the stacking and the moonsaulting, but if you want to take Ibrahim out, I'll accept
No,
that.
no,
No,
he's, the
it's
disguise is such a crucial part of this. And it's a
absolutely.
yes from me.
Hang it in the loop, as you say.
Move.
That's one for Joel to make a thumbnail for right there.
It might be.
That's what I'm saying.
Which bit, Jill? The ripping off the face.
That might be tricky.
That'd be good. Oh, Ross, that was insane.
Oh, Andrew.
Oh, Ross.
That was
Oh, fellas,
unbelievable.
don't we have a great
we
time?
bloody do.
I need to calm down.
Yeah, you've got your second pitch.
I do.
Good luck. Follow that.
All right. I've tried. I
Okay.
even, not knowing, I've even put these bits in capital letters to try.
Okay.
It starts with Pow Pyro Show Starts.
Okay.
Pow Pyro Show Starts. Hello everyone and welcome to WWE Crown Jewel. The announcers start to proclaim when what comes flying down the ramp at a rate of
Ibrahim Al.
What comes flying down the ramp at a rate of knots, bowling over a cameraman, capturing the extravagant firework display? Why, it's a Seth Rollins-shaped man that indeed turns out to be Seth Rollins. We don't really see who it is to begin with, but we get an idea when we see Big Bronson Reed towering over the fallen cameraman who is still trying their best to capture the action. We see Bronson look down towards the camera before his outstretched hand just envelops the frame. Bronson picks up the apparatus and launches it at Seth. The 2 men collide as officials and security swarm to try and pry them apart, but by heck, it's no good, everybody. Raw GM Adam Pearce appears and uses his outside scary voice once again. He's sick of the disrespect. He gave them what they wanted, and still that's clearly not enough for either of them. So this stops the night. Clearly a ring isn't going to contain any animosity between these two. So here's the deal. This will no longer be a singles match between the two of you. Instead, this will be an unsanctioned Falls Count Anywhere match, meaning whatever happens to either of you is no longer my concern. And you better get your bloody checkbooks ready, boys, because whatever damage you're going to cause is coming out of your salaries, you silly men.
I love that in wrestling.
Come on,
Accountability.
our salaries, come on. Both of them brawl throughout the arena, into the parking lot, through the corridors, into the crowd, everything. It's brutal and has the excitement and intensity that their interactions have had over the last few weeks. Ultimately, though, the end comes when Seth has done the super stomp on the car, similar to what we saw on Raw this past Monday. Not once, but twice. And still Bronson won't stay down. And as the big boy stumbles back towards the arena in a daze, Seth grabs some ratchet tie-down straps from a nearby truck in the parking lot. You know those straps?
Oh,
Where
a
you
little,
have to,
a little
like-
bit of ratchet strap action.
Well, you don't know
Nothing
where
quite
it's
like it.
going yet. You don't know where it's going yet. Seth grabs some ratchet tie-down straps from a nearby truck in the parking lot, following Reed from behind and whipping him relentlessly across the back.
With them?
Yeah, with them.
Oh, that's too far. That's not just a leather belt, Andrew. That's a bloody ratchet strap you're talking about there. That could cave his head in if he gets it wrong.
Hey, if he gets it with a metal bit, you never know.
You sick F.
But as the camera follows both of them through the gorilla, the visionary stops and spies a table, clears it, and brings that along with him also. Stomp to Bronson Reed on the top of the ramp. But the big man still stirs. Seth sets the table up and places the exhausted Reed upon it, gets in the face of the camera and says, "You want to be famous? I'm about to make you famous. You're going to live forever as one of my greatest career highlights, big boy." That's what he says. Just like that.
He does. He likes him. Big bye.
Yeah,
Big
he
boy. But as Seth turns back towards Reed, Bronson capitalizes with the ratchet tie-down straps.
Careful now.
And starts choking Rollins out until he
Okay.
fades. Bronson places Seth's limp body on the table and uses the straps to hold the former world champion in place as he slowly looks up at the crown jewel set behind him. The crowd clocks on to what Reed's thought process.
Have you seen how big these events are?
Hey, the crowd clocks onto Reed's thought process and erupts as he wryly smiles and begins to scale the set. As he gets into position, we see Seth slowly come back around, the realization washing over his face as he's powerless to what he's about
I'm
to be
imagining him
subjected to. Yeah, he can't move.
Yeah,
He's
he
like,
can't.
what's happening? Bronson lets out a visceral roar and it hits a tsunami off the set, crashing through the table on an incapacitated Seth Rollins for the 3 count. Bronson Reed wins with a big old tsunami off the set, through a table. Let's continue this uprising for the big boy.
Yeah, Jesus bloody hell.
Oh, yeah. Jesus bloody hell.
Bloody hell.
But
I mean, it's ludicrous. It's
Yes.
a ridiculous match.
Yes.
But I can't deny that I'd like to see it happen. So it's a yes from me. And I do like that you've given Bronson the win because I think we're all kind of
Seth might
expecting
win.
Seth to win.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Look into my beautiful blue eyes, Andrew.
Yes.
Here is a Hollywood handshake.
what does that mean?
It's Bake
Oh,
Off.
Bake
Great
Off.
big
Bake Off.
Come
Sorry,
on
sorry,
now,
sorry.
Paul.
No
Hollywood
spoilers, please. I've not
Yeah.
seen last night's episode yet.
I would like to see that happen as well.
Yeah, yeah.
The tsunami off the
Come
because we're
on.
thinking WrestleMania 35 size at least. That big.
Yeah, that's what I'm
screen.
thinking. Oh, like, you know when Kevin did the thing off the ship? Oh, no, it was the sign, wasn't it? It wasn't the ship. Was it the ship?
It was the sign.
at WrestleMania?
That was in the performance center, about 10 feet off the
Yeah,
ground.
yeah.
Yeah, but this is... Yeah.
It was still good.
What's a few more
No, it was
feet in
still
there,
good.
you
That's
know?
40
Is
more
this one,
feet.
is this one in an arena or a stadium?
I have no idea.
No, same.
Stadium? Arena? Joel?
I'm just feeling the pressure. It's a yes from me as well.
Thank you, thank
It's-
you.
Yeah. I'm just feeling the pressure now because you've both come out with 2 of probably your best pitches of the year so far.
Yeah.
Ooh.
And mine's just quite tame compared to that.
No,
I'll give it a go.
You put yourself
Just wait to
down.
see if
It's
Joel's-
an arena.
It's an
Arena.
You can do it.
Capacity, John?
22,000.
Oh,
Tiny.
that is small.
Not really. Not for a
I know.
indoors.
I'm
Oh, right. Okay. So just a reminder of obviously the first one of mine ended with Orton all bloodied at ringside, Owens taken away, Cody ran out, and now he's in the ring waiting for Gunther. That match is next, and this is in the same universe as my previous pitch. So Randy, blah, 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 blah. Cody is all fired up after the incident with Owens, and Gunther is smirking because he knows he's the more composed of the two. It doesn't help that Orton has really been banged up by the Owens attack, with medical staff having to work on him up on the stage. Shades of Cody during that weird multi-man match in AEW where he spent the whole thing selling in the tunnel. Remember that?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, it was a ladder match. Anyway, back to this match. The bell rings and Cody charges. Small package from Gunther. 1, 2, no!
Oh, yeah.
But Cody's rattled.
Hey.
Cody is rattled, and every time he starts to gather a little bit of momentum in the match, he's either countered by Gunther because he's just too angry, or at one stage, even distracted by the sight of his mentor, Randy, being helped to the back. Later in the match, Gunther pulls the referee in the way of a disaster kick. A replacement ref runs down. I thought it was in a stadium. Just imagine there's a massive ramp. There's a massive ramp. The ref's running down the massive ramp. Who's that behind him? It's Ludwig Kaiser trying to help his pal Gunther, no doubt. But who's that behind him? It's a banged up Randy Orton hobbling after Kaiser. So you've got all 3 blokes running down the ramp so far away in the distance. I hope it's a long
They're running
ramp.
really slow.
I really hope it's a long ramp. Orton's running slow, especially because he's been beaten up.
Yes.
In his weaker state, and also because he's in his 40s, Orton can't catch the young European whippersnapper Ludwig, who is 34 and therefore still very young. So instead, he does what he did that Christmas episode one time when he threw the Christmas present at, I think, Otunga.
Yes,
Just
I remember.
clocked him in the back of the head, and it was brilliant. But instead of a Christmas present, it's the men's Crown Jewel Championship, which was resting on a podium in the center of the ramp. Orton grabs it and goes, "Hey-ya!" But he's too excited and overshoots Kaiser and instead clocks the replacement referee
Oh, no.
on the back of the head as he nears the bottom of the ramp. Unfortunately, also, as the belt falls to the ramp, it breaks into a million pieces and can never be used on TV again.
Oh,
Oh, what is she?
life's not worth living anymore now.
So what can Orton do? Luckily, there's another podium with the Women's Crown Jewel Championship on it. He grabs it and he slings that as well, and he nails Kaiser, and again, the belt is sadly smashed beyond repair and can't ever be seen on TV again. Orton grabs Kaiser and reaches the ringside area, slinging him into the barricade. Cody looks at him from the ring. He's caught in a Gunther sleeper hold, but the friendship of Randy is enough to fire the WWE champion up, and he does the Bret Hart turnbuckle reversal and rolls back onto his feet. And as Gunther gets to his feet, he gets caught in the crossroads. But Cody knows that won't be enough, and he drags Gunther back up for a second one. He nails it and calls for another replacement referee while starting to pick Gunther up for a third and final crossroads. He has the World Heavyweight Champion up for the move and is hit with an RKO out of nowhere. Orton measures Cody and connects with the punt kick. He gets out the ring and Gunther makes the cover just as the third referee arrives. 1, 2, 3, oh my! But why? As Orton later reveals, as he was receiving medical attention from Owens' beatdown, he realized something. Maybe Kevin was right about Cody Rhodes. Cody only ran out to help Orton once security was there. He had no real intention of saving Orton or risk getting hurt by Owens before his big match with Gunther. He just wanted to appear as though he was doing the right thing, to feel good about himself, and so that all the fans saw him as the big hero.
I think that is. I think the thought process of Randy is going to be something like that. Finally.
Do you think
makes
he's
him
still going to
turn?
turn on Cody?
I think so. Yeah. I think we'll get there eventually for sure.
Yeah.
I like it a lot.
Thank you.
I like
It all
a
makes
lot.
sense.
It does.
It's one of those pictures you have to watch twice to see the little detail. It's good when you're an adult.
The part about the throwing the belts on the ramp might be a bit
No,
silly.
that's
but-
crucial, that.
Okay.
They're terrible titles.
They are, yeah.
And it also gives us a canonical reason as to why we won't see them on the television.
Canonical?
A
Nice,
canonical
nice.
reason.
Like with the Greatest Royal Rumble trophy when it got
Yes.
smashed the next night on Raw.
yeah.
or something.
Yeah.
It's funny. Really, really funny.
funny.
It was funny.
And I like that you've continued the lineage of the Crossroads being a terrible finisher and that biting him in the arse.
Oh, do you not like it?
It takes 3 to do it every time, doesn't it?
Yeah.
To get the job done.
To get the that's true.
Not like an end of days, is it?
No, the end of days is good.
Yeah.
I like the end of days.
Gunther versus Cody is going down when a double down spot sees a man in a black balaclava make his way into the ringside area. The masked man makes his way to the corner of the ring and crouches in a familiar looking way.
No.
As Gunther gets back up to his feet, the masked man starts running towards Gunther. But as he does, a second hooded figure runs towards the masked man and pounces him before he makes contact with Gunther. The first masked figure and the second masked man fight their way to the floor, and in the process, their balaclavas fall off. That's how hard they're fighting. The first man is revealed to be Goldberg.
Yeah.
The second man is revealed to be Gage Goldberg.
Wait.
Gage starts shooting on his dad, punching him in the face, and shouting at his big baldy head, "I can't watch you do this, Daddy. That Austrian man will kill you. He's been teaching me all that he knows so I can stop you being your worst enemy, Father. I'll see you at Survivor Series instead, Dad."
Whoa.
Gunther laughs and beats Cody. Goldberg leaves the arena in tears. Gage Goldberg stands tall.
Yes!
Wow.
Come on, Gage!
I didn't realize Gage was so Shakespearean.
Oh, you see him?
Why is he British?
Have you seen
No,
him?
father.
No, Father, I cannot do
Fantastic.
this.
He goes to university to do the football.
Yeah.
I assume he does drama as well.
Yeah.
And he's a big boy. Of
course he
he's
is.
a big boy.
It takes a big boy to stop a Goldberg spear.
Hey, it's true, it's
And
true.
he just pounds, he's Monty Brown him out the ring.
It's obviously a yes for me.
Of course it is.
Who doesn't want to see that?
I like-
Who doesn't want to see that
And,
in that match specifically
Yeah,
as well.
and I like the big setup for the match we've all been waiting for, Bill versus Gage.
Passing to the torch
Yeah,
moment.
yeah.
Looking forward to it.
I like it.
It ends
I
in
like it a
6
lot.
seconds, obviously, with Gage winning.
Oh,
Oh
Yeah,
wow!
it's Survivor
Wow!
Series.
Wow!
Yeah.
Where does Gage go from there?
World champion.
Yes.
In fact, no, we'll have
yes.
a Monday power trip between Dom and Gage.
Oh,
And they'll rule the roost for many years to come.
Gage. I was trying to think of some kind of like play on the name there, but I can't think of anything.
Mysterious Gage. They come out to Peter Andre.
Whoa, mysterious Gage.
Move your body close to mine,
Yeah.
they say, so I can spear it.
I like it.
I like it as well.
It's a
yeah.
short-
yeah.
it's a short
Short
one.
but sweet.
Yeah,
That's what.
I
That's
told you
all it has
this,
to be.
this card was the easiest one to do pictures for.
Yeah,
I told you.
I can tell.
I'm really excited to know what your sneaky match is.
It's
on.
not that. It's not that good. The sneakiness of it is. It's not even. Well, I'll get to it. It's not
Okay,
that good.
okay.
It's not that good. So somewhere in the middle of the show, we get a surprise.
Not this guy.
It's no Gage Goldberg. Anyway,
Knock your shell off.
John Cena is here. He's right here. He's sat right there.
Oh.
Why is John Cena here, though? Well, it's simple. He's here, of course, to promote his farewell tour next year. But he realizes something. 2024 draws to a close. The time is almost up. However, his time to set a few things in motion is now. Whilst it might be his retirement tour, that doesn't mean he's performing in an easier schedule or being guaranteed spots at the biggest shows throughout the year ahead. It's quite the opposite. He's going to do exactly what he does best and earn the right to have those moments just like everybody else in that locker room, everyone. There's a lot left to accomplish, titles he still needs to win, matches he still dreams of having, but not a whole lot of time to accomplish them all in. So, January 6th, Monday Night Raw, the debut of the brand on Netflix. That will be my first match of 2025. And boy, howdy, I'm hungrier than ever. So give me everything you've got. If you want some, come get some. The crowd, they're loving it. They get a chance to see John Cena. Oh, it's lovely. Cena's elated to be in a WWE ring. What a wonderful time we're all having. Until John Cena turns away from the camera to leave and is speared out of his pumpy up shoes by Intercontinental Champion Bron Breakker.
I thought it was William.
No, Billiam.
I thought it was going to be Mrs. Chris Jericho after hearing January the 6th there. She loves that date.
She loves that date indeed. Cena's selling like mad on the canvas as Bron stands lording over him. He unstraps his IC title around his waist. He gives it a long, hard look before he hoists it high above his head and steps on the chest of John Cena, setting up John's first match back. Being a big one. Bron Breakker versus John Cena for the IC title. Ooh.
Ooh.
And obviously John loses.
Yeah.
Yes, of
yeah,
course.
Yeah.
Of
He
course.
loses his first match.
Of course. Absolutely he
Yeah,
does.
he's got to. You can't
Sets
beat
him on
Bron.
a trajectory of feeling like, oh man, maybe I can't do this anymore, to finally getting to the point where he's like, no, I'm a goat. I'm a goat.
Man.
Exactly.
It's a yes from me.
It's
I
a
was
yes
fearing
from
you were going to come out and say, I love Saudi Arabia.
Oh, I love it.
Let's bring WrestleMania here, like you've been doing recently.
He probably
no,
will.
no. He probably will, to
If
be
he's on
honest,
the
yes.
show. But
Yeah.
no, it's a yes from me as well.
Thank you.
Really enjoyed it.
Thanks.
I think it's good for Bron.
Surprise, surprise.
Surprise, surprise.
Oh,
Oh dear.
not Scylla.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
Surprise.
Mine was also a surprise.
Bring her in the pitch.
Oh.
I don't want it.
I've seen them do it in Saudi before. I want
Yay, that's a
Yokozuna.
good idea,
He's dead.
actually.
Here's Hiroko
There we
Sumi
go.
instead.
Who's
Yeah.
the Hiroki Sumi of Cilla Black? It'll be like
It's Becky Lynch, obviously.
Yeah,
Cindy
Becky
Lauper. Oh, right,
Lynch.
Becky
Yeah,
Lynch.
The redheaded
Yeah.
thing. The tie-in of the red hair.
Yeah.
I'm not calling Becky Lynch a redheaded thing.
No. Oh,
I didn't know if you were. Ben, that's all.
interesting.
The tie-in of the
Okay,
red
okay,
hair.
I get
That's
you.
why I went there.
Get you.
Mine's a surprise match. as
Yeah,
well,
surprise.
But we're starting off with the triple threat match for the United States Championship.
Oh.
Now, I wasn't a fan of LA Knight's actions on SmackDown last week.
Bit of a
No.
dick, wasn't he?
I
Not
thought-
in Game 7.
I thought he was stupid and an idiot. He knew what. Surely all this was. He knew what. And then the promo afterwards, going, "I'm the real winner." I think if a heel did that, we'd all be like, "You're an arsehole, you."
Yeah.
Nick Aldis was right to book a triple threat match for the title of Crown Jewel, but in my universe, why have I specified that? LA Knight does pretty much the same thing again, ruining the match and laying both guys out with the title belt. No DQs, of course, in a triple threat match, so he hits them each with the belt again, stacks and pins them like 2021 Roman Reigns.
Whoa.
This has all taken about a minute or two. There's basically been no match. Nick Aldis clomps out on stage. Clompy, clompy, clomp. LA Knight, I thought you might do this. That's the way you want to be champion, fine. You want to bend the rules? I'll bend the rules as well.
Oh.
But to do so, I had to call in a favor. Sean, I think I'm cute. That's really hard.
That's going to live with me forever. That.
I've hurt myself there.
That was
didn't
incredible.
I? Sorry, I just had to
I heard
apologize.
you made that noise. Like,
I know, I've never heard it either.
wow.
Except when I was practicing before.
That was good.
No, that was horrible. It's HBK who comes out on stage with a microphone and says, "LA Knight, you will be defending the US title in a real match tonight, and it'll be against one of my NXT superstars."
Bubba Ray Dudley.
Who?
Oh.
It's over, Femi.
Hold on to your hat.
I'm holding. Thank you for holding on to it for me.
It's Over Femi who beats LA Knight in his main roster debut to win the United
Yeah.
States Championship. Where's the rest of me pitch, man? There it is. Now that he's lost twice to Tony D, I think you could argue there's not much left for him to do in NXT. Yes, he could be the man to be tricked for the title, but I think Oba's got so much potential. Just get him straight on the main roster. Doing this at Crown Jewel also gives WWE time to set up a champion versus champion match with Bron Breakker at Survivor Series. But if that happened, I think it'd have to turn into a mad brawl with no actual winner, because you can't be having either of those guys lose to the other. Anyway, after the match, Shawn Michaels and Nick Aldis strike a deal. In exchange for Shawn Michaels giving him Oba Femi, Aldis sends a SmackDown superstar down to NXT. None other than a man who I actually checked and is listed on the Wikipedia personnel page as a SmackDown superstar. Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson is in NXT. Where he'll,
What will he do?
he'll chat with Ava and that.
Yeah.
Get a title match probably
Yeah,
from her
probably,
straight away.
probably.
No, she's the best GM ever. She'll be like, you've got to work your way from the bottom, Dad. You've got to beat Big Body Harvey and all that. Yeah,
Gotta
yeah.
be fair.
It's a yes from me.
Oh, thank you.
I'm losing faith with NXT. It's been a tough week. Halloween
What?
Havoc was awful.
Whoa.
What, the show that
Hang
you
on.
did the weekend?
You were live streaming it?
I was, yeah. I was
You-
disgusted with what I saw.
Well, because of the results.
Bubba Ray Dudley in the main event. Who asked for that?
Well, he'll be turning up next week as well.
I
won't
know. Tony D beating over. Who asked for that? It
Yeah.
makes no sense.
I
Losing
didn't-
twice.
It was weird how the story was that Oba had taken out all the other members of the family. And then
Exactly.
Tony won with the help of all the other members of the family.
Yeah. And then you got obviously Andre Chase losing against bloody Rich Holland.
Did you like his sad face through the ambulance after? he was perfectly fine. He wasn't hurt at all. He was going, "Oh, let me out."
Yeah, it was a rough week for NXT. So getting Oba out of there before things really do hit the
Oh
fan.
wow,
isn't
this
it?
podcast is going to be huge.
It's
this week.
it's really been a bad week for NXT, unfortunately.
Wow.
I've not seen last night's show yet, but I'm not looking forward to it.
Whoa.
there
It's
we go.
a yes from me because
Thank you.
I don't really see what is next for LA Knight
I know.
after this, which is strange because obviously the chase is always like not the game show, but the chase for the title is always like the most exciting thing, I feel like. And then
Yeah.
afterwards it's like, oh, what can we do? But then maybe they give it to Carmelo.
The downside of my pitch there is that I have sort of shoved LA Knight, Mello, and Andrade all to the side for Oba Femi. But
Yeah, but it's for Oba
It's
Femi,
for Oba
though.
Femi,
It's
yeah,
allowed.
yeah.
It's allowed, so it's a yes.
okay, thank you very much.
You're welcome.
It's a clean sweep of 9 yeses. Wow.
What a video.
What a video.
We were really on form there. I'm
We
sure
were,
everybody
well.
will agree. Let us know your thoughts on these pitches, and why not throw in some pitches of your own down in the comment section down below. Are you feeling confident ahead of the David Bowie predictions
I
contest?
sure am.
Yesterday we heard him singing his intro for the predictions video. That's going
David
on.
Bowie.
It's
Yes.
a David Bowie one. I
It
won't,
was a
I
dude.
won't
It was
spoil
like-
any. Is it
yeah.
already up?
Yeah, it went out yesterday.
he did,
Yes, so
he did
so-
Starman.
No, I did Life on Mars.
I thought you did. There's a blonde man.
No,
Oh,
I did take a look at the
Blonde man. It's Cody Rhodes. Sorry, I thought it was Starman.
No,
sorry.
no.
Oh,
Easily mistake. Yeah, predictions are
look
on the
at
channel
that
now. They
Austrian
went,
go.
They went out on the
there was a couple of takes he took to do.
Was there a couple of takes? Was
Yeah,
there?
because I get really nervous doing the songs for some reason and laughy.
Laffy.
I get laughy.
No, it's
and nervous.
self-conscious. It's shame. I've
It
been
is.
there. Yeah.
I mean, I didn't want to go there. But
I hate doing videos when there's a full office up there.
Yeah, it's scary.
All those
isn't it?
video gamers not understanding the greatness that's happening.
Well, that's it. We usually do them.
The
we usually do them on
greatness.
Thursday. So having an audience, it was frightening. But yes,
You got your predictions coming out?
predictions
Oh,
are on
sorry,
the channel.
you
They
got-
came out yesterday on the channel because I believe there's a spooky video from Fraser coming out on Halloween itself on Thursday.
And you've
So
got your live stream as well?
we got the live stream, yeah. All the proceeds from that, all the donations from you wonderful viewers is going to save the children, to help the children there that have been affected by the hurricanes that have happened.
Very good cause.
Yes, yeah.
Ross?
WTF will be live on Monday on patreon.com/cultaholic. I've got a stag do on Saturday, and I'm 32 now, so I'm not going to kid myself. I'm not going to be in no fit state on Sunday morning to watch the show and give it the chutzpah it deserves. So Monday it'll be out. And other than that, there's just a live stream that you've mentioned.
Yep.
What happened?
What happened at, yeah.
News. You know what we do.
Yeah. That's pretty much, yeah.
That's the one.
Crown Jewel. Crown Jewel. Right, Joel, anything you want to say?
No. Oh,
Whoa!
The mics?
Joel.
Mike.
What a shame no one cares. That's the end of the video. Thank you for watching. Remember the catchphrase, everyone.
Life's a pitch.
And then you die.